What's up everybody and welcome to another episode of Hunt Live Fish. This is a very special episode for me because this is the story about my very first turkey hunt. Now it didn't go anything as I expected it or planned it to go, but it was an awesome story. I hope you enjoy it with me.
Nice shot.
Quickly weighed it, 16.3 kilograms, new PB for me.
We have the fish on. There we go. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Let's go, let's go.
So, my turkey hunt took place in Texas when I was staying at the Lazy CK Ranch, and it was incredible. I enjoyed every moment of it. It was not a planned hunt. I didn't go to Texas to hunt turkey. It just worked out that I was in the right place at the right time and I was able to go hunt turkeys. So I went with a good friend of mine, Mr. Will Latham, and he took me out to show me how it is to hunt turkeys, what I need to do, and basically just the basics of what it is like to hunt turkeys. And he showed me how to use the Slate Call and how to set up the decoys. He was using a shotgun, but I was determined that I want to use a bow. Now I didn't have a bow with me at the time, so I borrowed a bow from him, which I sighted in. He helped me a lot. He showed me the basics. I went out with him. It was awesome time. Went out very early. We set up the decoy. We called in some turkeys. Unfortunately, when I went with him, we didn't get a turkey that morning, but he ended up getting a turkey later on in season. A beautiful tom, which was pretty awesome for me to see. I wasn't with him at the time when he did the hunt, but he came to camp and he showed me and I was super jealous. So I went out and I started hunting after sighting in the bow, practicing with the Slate Call, setting up the decoy and so on. And I went to this pop-up blind and I sat there and it was just magical. Okay, so the bow is all sighted in, ready to rock and roll. Let's go load up the gear, get to the tree stand. Incredible afternoon. Bunch of turkeys came in, all of them just jakes, so I didn't shoot one, but it was an incredible experience that I would never ever in my life forget. Now, starting out, I was really struggling with the Slate Call. It was giving me a lot of trouble learning how to do it the correct way. I'm very certain that I chased a lot of birds away trying to teach myself and learn how to work this thing. But at the end of the day, I started to get the hang of it and I started calling in some birds, which had me very excited. Now, the first bird that I called in was a big bird, a nice tom, but it was way out there. Couldn't get him to come close enough to get a shot. I think the closest that he came was 60 yards. I was considering it, but it was just a little bit out of my reach, out of my comfort zone, because it wasn't my bow and everything, so I decided to not take the chance and I left the bird. But it was incredible to have that bird come in and just put up a show, so I enjoyed that very much. And so another day comes to an end, unfortunately, once again empty-handed. Try again tomorrow. The next bird that I was able to call in was a beautiful, beautiful bird. Incredible experience. I was able to go set up this tree stand, and I was set in this tree stand for an afternoon hunt. And I had whitetail come in, I had some exotic animals come in, a bunch of little hens and jakes came in, but nothing really. And then out in the distance I saw this bird and I knew he's a shooter. Beautiful bird, and I started calling. He came in, but I could see he's very smart, staying on the outskirts the whole time. And he came around and I was able to set up my camera and go on to draw on this bird, and I shot. And I shot over his back. I still have nightmares over that shot. One of the things that Will told me is, when I shoot the bird, I need to get to it as quickly as possible, because it is possible that they get up and run away, or they flop or start flying or something. So I shot and I jumped out of the tree and I ran to the spot where I shot at the bird, only to realize that I shot over his back, cutting some of his feathers off. So I actually have one of his feathers that I put away as a trophy for that bird. Incredible experience, but did not go as I planned it. So season goes on. I thought that's it for me. I thought that's the end of my hunting, my turkey hunting for that year. And I was quite disappointed. So the last day of season, Will came to me and he's like, come on, this morning we were able to get a turkey, and he thinks there's still chance in the afternoon, so we're gonna go out and he's gonna help me get a turkey. But he says, let's not mess around with the bow anymore, and he borrowed me his shotgun. He says, let's do this the proper way, he said. It's the last day of turkey season. Let's try and get one. I'm gonna be using a shotgun. So I was game for this because this is the last day of season and I really want a turkey. So got the shotgun, and he went out with me and he helped me set up the decoy, and he called for me and I was sitting and waiting. We called in a couple of jakes that also not really into it, staying out there. Tried to put a small stalk on them, didn't work out quite as well as we hoped, but it was an awesome afternoon. That evening we went out again and we saw some turkeys. We got set up, we were hidden in a little brush, and Will started calling and we could hear them call back, and at this moment my heart was pounding. I was so excited that I could almost not control myself. And it sounded like they're moving away, and Will gave a couple more calls and we could hear them turn around and come towards us. Full strut. This was, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that moment when we realized these birds are coming back. Now, they came in a pathway and we were set up in the brush next to the pathway, and they came down, and Will was just like, wait, they're not in the camera yet, because I really wanted to get this on footage because it's so special to me. And he said, wait, they're not in shot yet, not in shot yet. And the moment he gave me the okay is when I pulled the trigger on this Tom, and I absolutely smoked him.
Nice shot.
Joe, grab it.
Go get it. Nice shot.
Joe, grab it. Joe, grab it.
Go get it.
It was an awesome hunt. I enjoyed it very, very much. I'm definitely going to go back and do another turkey hunt, but this time I'm going to take my bow with me. I'm going to try, I want a turkey with a bow, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to go get a turkey with a bow. Awesome experience. Thank you to the Lazy CK Ranch for the opportunity, and for Will Latham for helping me with the turkey hunt. It's something that I will never forget, and it will be one of my most fond memories that I will go to the grave with. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Hunt Live Fish. If you liked it, please leave a like down below, share, comment, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.